Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nova Simone, and on this channel I talk about authenticity, personal growth, spirituality, astrology, overall wellness, mental health, all types of things like that. So if that's the type of content you're into, please hit that subscribe button and then hit that notification button so that you can get notified whenever I post videos, because I'm very random and I do not post every week. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But if you like this type of content, make sure you hit that notification button so you can see whenever I post. Today, I want to talk about breaking bad habits. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to stick around because I got something in store for y'all. Okay, so I know that we all have some habits that we do on a daily that we may not be so proud of, and sometimes we might want to change these habits, but we really don't know how to. Or sometimes we just be lazy, and then we are stagnant in our comfortability, and then we just continue to keep doing the same things over and over again. So I don't know why, but I just felt like I wanted to share a couple of the bad habits that I've broken over the past year, and maybe this would inspire some of you to want to change your bad habits as well, or at least give you an idea of how you can change your bad habits. So the first bad habit I want to talk about is negative self-talk. Okay, I talk about this a lot on my channel. I talk about the inner hater, the inner critic, the one who has been built up from society and who has a loud voice in our heads telling us that we're no good, telling us that we'll never make it, telling us that we'll never do what we aspire to do. Okay, and over the past year, I have been doing a lot of self-compassion work, and that includes erasing that negativity, erasing that negative self-talk. Okay, and so by doing this, I use practices like affirmations. Affirmations are a huge part of my life right now, and have been for the last 2 years, and it's because they work. Okay, I used to be so bad with negative talk. I used to tell myself that I was the S word. I don't even want to say it out loud. I would beat myself up internally and sometimes physically. You won't see any cuts on me or anything, but I can remember a time where I would take a pan and literally beat myself in the head with it because I just hated my life so much. I just hated who I was, and I didn't like who I was and where I was in life at the time. And I think about that. That memory pops up in my head a lot because it was I was so deep in my sunken place that I really physically hurt myself. And what made it so bad is that I previously had let others physically hurt me. So I was just repeating the cycle on myself. And when I think about these things and I think about how bad I hated myself, I take a deep breath and I realize all the good in my life. So removing self-talk is something whenever I think about something happening in my past, I tell myself that it's okay, that I didn't know what I was doing back then. I was naive. I didn't have any guidance. I made mistakes. I did the best that I could though. Okay? And although I was hurt at times, I didn't have any outlets. I didn't have anyone to talk to. I didn't have any family or friends or real friends. All of my friends were just like me, toxic, at the time. So I didn't really have anyone to talk to. And so now today, when I think about that stuff, I just encourage myself. I encourage myself and I acknowledge the accomplishments that I've overcome, the accomplishments that I've made it through, the things that I've made it through, the the abuse and the negativity just all around, even the paralyzation that I went through in 2022, you know. And I tell myself with affirmations, I say, I'm worthy, I'm loved, I'm cared for, God loves me, everything is working in my favor. Things are always happening for a greater cause. Even when things don't go my way, I do my best not to get mad about it, because I really feel like everything happens the way it's supposed to. So if I'm trying to apply for a job or something like that and I don't get the job, it just saved me. You know, I feel like those type of things just saved me from maybe some type of stress that job might have caused. Or if I missed the bus, you know, if I missed the bus, maybe that bus had a terrible bus driver, or maybe that bus might have gotten to an accident or something. You know, everything happens the way it's supposed to for the betterment of my life, you know. And that's what I tell myself. I tell myself that it is okay to be who I am. I might be different. I might be hugging trees. I might be a loner. I might look like I'm out of space all the time. But that's just me, and it's okay. It's like I don't have to be like everybody else, you know? I don't have to do what other people are doing to fit in. I don't have to fit in, you know? I could just be myself. I could just do what makes me happy, you know? And that type of positive talk really helps. And that's how I've gotten negative talk out of my system. Even when I'm doing something or I make a mistake and I could feel the negative thoughts come in, like, oh girl, why you do, like, thankfully I'm not calling myself the S word anymore, but I was still like fuss. I'll still like fuss at myself a little bit, and then I'll catch it immediately. Even my thoughts, because usually it's in my head, right? And so I catch it immediately, and I tell myself, no, it's okay. I'll rub myself, you know, like it's all right, mama, you're okay, baby girl. I call myself stuff like that. It's that as if I'm talking to my inner child, you know, which I am. So that is a way I have been able to get rid of the bad habit of negative self-talk. Another bad habit I've been able to get rid of is hopping on my phone as soon as I open my eyes, y'all. Now, this has been a recent habit that I've been able to kick, but hopping on your phone as soon as you wake up is like one of the worst things you could do, especially for your eyes. Like, you don't need to wake up and put that blue light in your eye immediately, especially if your phone is on the charger, because that EMF wave is straight radiation to your body and your aura. You know, you just don't need that, right? And we really shouldn't even be sleeping with our phone on the charger next to our head. Like, that's the worst thing that we could do for our bodies, besides eat pork and meat and poison. Okay, so yeah, I stopped getting on my phone. The only thing I would do if I'm picking up my phone, I'll say this: I stopped getting on my phone and straight on social media. Okay, because I used to be somebody who picked, as soon as I open my eyes, oh, what notifications do I have? That's terrible. Okay, so I stopped doing that, and now the only thing I would do is I have my affirmations, my rising affirmations on my phone, because it's easy to get to in my notes, right? So I'll open up my phone and I'll go to those affirmations and I speak those affirmations over my life. And even before I do that, I show gratitude for my life. I thank God for my breath. I thank God for this bed, for this home, for this life. You know, I'm showing gratitude for where I am in this moment, because when you show gratitude for the small things that you already have, you begin to get more of that stuff. And I want to evolve from where I am now. So with that, gratitude comes a long, long way. And this has been a part of my life for the last 2 years, almost 3 years now. I remember there was a time where I lived in my old spot, and I put a sticker on the wall that said, what did it say? I'm sorry, these people just rolled around me in a circle, y'all. You know, I have a video about like trying to heal from men, but men be doing some weird shit and it just bugs me and it makes me lose my whole train of thought. Anyway, I can't remember what the sticker said, but it was basically like show gratitude for this day or whatever, or start your day off with gratitude, or be grateful, something like that, right? And it just stuck with me. So showing gratitude is the first thing. I'm like, my eyes aren't even open yet. My eyes aren't even open yet before I start thinking, like, and then I'll be like, right? So I can know that I still have my voice, and I'm grateful for my voice. You know, I'm grateful just to be breathing and to get another chance to make a better day than yesterday, you know? And then I'll go on my phone and I'll go into my notes and say my affirmations for that day. So yeah, that habit of getting on my phone and going straight to social media, I got rid of it, okay? That is a bad habit to have. Another bad habit that I had was getting mad at people being people. Okay, I know people are annoying. People can be so annoying. Okay, people can, because we want people to be like us. And I bet you if we lived in a world where everybody was like us, we wouldn't like ourselves so much. But we want everybody to be like us, and we want people to have been raised the way we were raised, and people aren't like us, okay? Like, I would get upset at people being loud in the rising, like in the morning time, and I would go off because I live in shared living right now, and I have roommates, and I've had multiple roommates since I've been here, and I've been here almost 2 years. If I'm still here in next February, it'll be 2 years that I've been here, and I've had a lot of roommates, and with that comes a lot of people who are not very considerate, okay? Not very considerate of the space that we share, or of when people are sleeping, or of cleaning up behind themselves, you know, things like that. And about 2 years ago, I was mean, very mean, and I would speak my mind, and I would say how it was not just not okay for people to be people, basically, because I don't like to be woken up in the rising with loud noises. I don't like people talking over my head and while I'm asleep, or coming in the room just being loud, you know, because when you wake up in a bad mood, it ruins your day. It really does. So you want to wake up peaceful, and that's another thing I'm grateful for, my peace, you know. But today I still go through some things like this. I still go through people being inconsiderate, not cleaning up behind themselves, being loud and this and that. Thankfully, my immediate roommate is kind and quiet, and she's considerate for the most part. Like when it comes to loud noises, when I'm asleep and this and that, she tries to be quiet and stuff like that, and I appreciate that. I've been able to remove the habit of going off on people, getting mad. That's the real thing. Like, I've been able to take away that habit of just getting mad at people, because like, yeah, I still get a little bit annoyed, but I take a deep breath, I think of something positive, I don't let it bother me, because at the end of the day, I'm not showing myself compassion if I'm letting something bother me, you know, especially if the other person doesn't even care. So that's not healthy for my mental health. So I've let go of the habit of being getting mad at people, just being people, doing what people do, you know. What's one more habit I've broken? I would just say being grateful. Like, I used to not be grateful. I used to not even think about being grateful for my breath, you know. I used to not even think about being grateful for my mobility until I lost my mobility, y'all. It's like, you don't really know the things. A lot of us aren't seeing the small things in life, like how our heart beats on its own, how our lungs work. You know, we don't need to be hooked up to a machine to make our lungs work. We don't have to be bedridden. We can get up and move around. We can speak. We can talk. We can think on our own. Like, we can do things that come so natural to us that we don't even show gratitude for these things. You know, I used to not even care. Not that I didn't care, but it was just like I didn't care enough to be grateful for these little things, like breathing and blinking and speaking and hearing. And, you know, like we take advantage of these things. And then if we end up losing our ability to do some of these things, then we start to realize, wow, I never even appreciated it in the first place. So yeah, another bad habit I've been able to break is not being appreciative. Like, I am super appreciative for everything in my life. I could sit there and write a gratitude list for everything. The fact that the wind is blowing on me right now and the sun is shining on me right now. The fact that this tree is here for me to sit with and allow me to be in nature, even though I'm in the middle of a parking lot, you know? The gratitude I have for my bravery now, the courage I have to be myself and to just do me as if no one's watching when people are usually watching. You know, I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful to be able to share my knowledge and my growth with y'all. Like, I'm just so grateful for these things. And so yeah, that's another habit I've been able to break, is just not showing gratitude for my life. You know what? And here's a bonus habit that I've been able to break: hate for specific people. Like there's this one specific person that I really did not like her, but now I'm showing gratitude, not to her face, and that shows a lot. That shows growth. Like, I've always told her I was grateful for the things that she's done for me, but now I just thank God for her. You know, I thank Source for everything she's been able to do to help me throughout the years and things like that. Also, men. Like, I've been able to stop hating men, you know? Like, I at least can have a conversation with them now. I at least can, like, listen and hear them out, even though I do still have that, yeah, okay, nigga, like, you know, but I'm growing. And that's what it's all about. It's all about growing, learning new things, breaking bad habits, positive affirmations for yourself, and just evolving, because we never stay the same. Like, none of us say we're the same person that we was 5 years ago. And if we are, I'm gonna need you to do some self-reflection, some introspection, and all of that, right? Like, seriously, like, because we are supposed to keep growing and evolving and learning new things. So yeah, if y'all have any habits that y'all know y'all need to get up out of so that you can grow and evolve, might want to, like, look in the mirror, get you a journal, do some introspection, look at yourself, and just see what these things are, why these things are keeping you stagnant, because it's only holding you back from becoming your most, like, best self that you can be. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to be the best I can be for everyone, for myself, for the people around me, for the people I love, and for strangers, you know, because sometimes the best person you can meet is a stranger. And I want people to be able to remember me as someone who inspired them, or who made them smile, or made their heart feel good. So it starts with me, and it starts with y'all, and it starts with breaking these bad habits, which start with loving yourself and being compassionate to yourself. Okay, so I just wanted to share this. I hope this resonated with someone. If it did, let me know in the comments. And stay tuned for more videos like this. I'm always going to be talking about personal growth and authenticity and self-love and things like that, so that we can just be the best people we can be. So again, if you like that type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And thank y'all so much for watching this video. I will see y'all in the next one. Okay, bye.